episode of Plop. We are here. People love other people's problems. Today I am Deshon Gray, and I have long hair and no nails. With my serial killer hands.
Oh!
I hate my fingers.
I didn't even notice until you brought attention to them.
Well, I feel like I should, get you before somebody else do. You understand?
But who over here gonna get you, though?
Nobody here, but people will be like, "What happened? Is your nail?" Because, I be talking like this and shit.
Oh, dang.
What's your name, Verone?
In the middle?
Pinky. Well, pink, purple.
Right. My
Pink,
name.
purple.
My name is Sacha Granger.
Hi. She fluctuates, girl.
I know.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Baby.
Yeah, pretty much.
It works that way sometimes.
Sometimes.
Hi, people. Who's watching? And who is this with us in the middle?
Right.
It's not Issa Rae, it's Talisa Rae. That's my favorite. I love to say that.
I am Talisa Rae. You don't have to say it all together.
We don't?
You don't? Not like Lisa Rae? Not like
Just-
Lisa Rae or
not
Issa
like-
Rae? It's
no,
Talisa.
It could be Talisa.
Really?
But
Okay.
Talisa Rae works good too.
I love
Okay.
Talisa Rae.
Well, you got to be loud like me, otherwise you got to
Oh, I'm not-
Right, you're going to
I'm
have
not
to
loud
like,
enough.
get on the mic.
I'm not loud
Get
enough.
on the
Y'all can't hear me.
me.
Here I am.
Yeah, Talisa Rae.
Talisa's going to be plopping down with us today. Y'all saw the ad. Y'all was
Right.
looking at it.
I look a
entire
little different
duration.
though, but I'm still cute.
But you fly.
I'm
That's
looking
all I
for
was
her
still cute.
birthday.
What we doing? What's going on, A+? I'm not doing something right?
What's wrong?
No, say it. Say it, honey.
Right.
We're informal. Oh, I am? Okay.
Oh, I should get louder.
Right.
I'm all like, let me go loud.
Put that right. There you go. He's adjusting my mic.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you better now.
You can hear me better?
I can hear you better now.
He knows what to do. He's the engineer. That is A+. Big ups to A+ from the takeover every Wednesday, 10 o'clock. Can we say that right now? Come on.
The champ is here.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
Okay. How we going to move the show today, A+?
Say what?
How we going to move the show today?
Oh, expeditiously.
Expeditiously, honey. Yeah, I'm trying to get all this Tyra Banks has hair on my eye. Here we go.
Can you smile with your eyes? Yeah.
Did I do it?
Yeah.
Did I do it? Closer to my mouth. Okay, no worries. If you're looking to hear us today, you can do so on. How they hear us, Miss Granger? How they hear us, how they see us, how they call us.
Right. You can give us a call, 310-910-9676 extension numero uno.
Yes, darling. Give us a call. You can give us a call.
And if you would like to listen to us, we're on Spotify, iTunes, Spreaker as well. If you want to look
at
on
the
the
scene.
Yes.
look, and
Yeah.
I got my long wig on. You better log on.
I know, right. Come on, Cher. I think
got you, babe.
Penny off of Good Times. Yes.
Okay, come on. I'll take that.
Yes, you
a young
come on.
Janet. I got it.
Come on, yes.
I love the reference. I'll take it.
If you want to listen, well, I say if you want to listen, but if you want to look, you can make sure that you're following us on @PLOPP Life on all platforms, and then you can follow us on Instagram. You can tune in live on Facebook, also on YouTube. We're live there, and if you can't catch us live, you can always go and look at us later on YouTube as well. But make sure you're following and you're subscribing and you're turning on the notifications so that we can bother you. Do that.
That's what's up. Again, today we're here with YouTube sensation.
YouTube sensation.
I like doing all that.
Yes.
You understand? Miss Talisa Rae, I
am Talisa Rae.
Yes, it is.
So
Talisa Rae.
Y'all gonna find out all about what she do, what she say, what she play, because her channel is popping, extra popping with an extra pop on it.
Yay.
And so, we're gonna talk to her a little bit later.
Good.
But
They need to hear from me.
They need to hear from you.
They need to hear from me.
We need to hear from you.
We're ready
Let's hear from Cheesecake de Granger. Let's do that.
Yeah, can we let's see.
Hashtag where's the cheesecake?
I'm like, what was we getting some cheesecake?
Right. Hashtag where's the
I
cheesecake?
literally just came back from a delivery and I didn't have anything left. I had to go and deliver to some firemen today.
You could need to get
Tomorrow's
the
my
scraps.
birthday, and I couldn't even get no birthday cheesecake.
Oh dang! Hashtag where's the cheesecake? I got you,
Hashtag
though.
where's the cheesecake?
Yeah, I'm literally just running in because I had there was a lady who I worked with, and she's always trying to bring awareness about gun violence against teens, and she works on this platform where she's just spreading awareness about gun violence because her grandson was killed by a gang member, and so she's always trying to do things for the community. And so today,
he was killed when?
He was killed a couple years ago.
Oh my goodness!
And she has billboards. She's been working with different companies to put billboards throughout LA, and the billboards say, "Hi, Miss Wilma," but
Hi,
the billboards say, "Where are you from?" Because that's what they asked her grandson before he was shot. Where are you from? And he said, "I ain't from nowhere." So the billboards say, "I ain't from nowhere," just to bring awareness about gun violence and gang violence, and let children grow up and be kids. Everybody's not involved in the gang.
I know.
And you shouldn't have that type of pressure to belong in a gang. But I did a delivery for her because she's always doing things for the community, and she wanted to deliver some cheesecake to the fire department. So I did that for her. I was just literally coming in because I couldn't catch them because, they're on call. It's not like they have a schedule.
Okay.
You got to catch them when they're there. So
you delivered to some real hot boys.
I did.
Did you give any of them my phone number? Moving right along. Can we talk about cheesecake now?
Yeah. But that was a little bit of cheesecake.
Y'all know I'm single and looking. What's a fabulous say? Single is a dollar bill.
Yeah.
Well, you can count me in that, okay?
Are you?
Hello, I'm single and look. I'm not looking, but I'm single, and you can find me.
You can find me.
Right, he can find me.
Single and looking to be found.
Yeah, there we are. There it is.
I'm not lost though.
I'm not lost.
Just looking to be found.
A+, you single? We got 4 single dollar bills up in here.
A+ is complicated.
I'm single.
Oh!
Well, ladies and gentlemen and friends, we call everybody friends. If you've been paying attention to the show the past few weeks, he had a conversation about a young lady who wasn't apologetic, who wasn't courteous and grateful. So I guess that's it. We see how the situation ended.
Yes.
Single. Got it.
Check this out.
Okay.
Here we go.
To piggyback off of that.
Okay.
I saw some positive shit online.
Okay.
And it actually kind of made me rethink my stance from last week.
Okay.
And it talked about essentially, giving freely.
Okay.
In other words, not waiting for, reciprocation. Because I was big on that, you know what I mean? I was big on reciprocation because I feel like it shows appreciation, right? Mm-hmm. There's people out there that take advantage of, the ability that you're, able to give.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They capitalize off of that. And, when the dude was talking and he just mentioned, like, sometimes you just got to give freely and not expect anything back. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It just kind of, opened my eyes even more because he was saying how we have the ability to give abundantly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And because we have that access, you know what I'm saying? It's just another way of just spreading love at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Is.
Right.
Our egos get in the way because we're looking at ourselves. We're looking at, us elevating ourselves. But and the reality is, if we all had the mentality of wanting to give, we'd be sufficient. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we'd have everything
absolutely.
adequately.
Or realize that sufficiency. Can I go church girl real quick?
Go ahead. Absolutely.
So we on our randoms? Because that was a good random.
No. We were talking about cheesecake, but you never discussed it.
I did. I said that I was doing deliveries.
That's not okay.
For the firemen.
Then that's what they do. They do cheesecake de Granger delivers to firemen. But to talk about what you're talking about, when you got to try the spirit by the spirit, right? So when you give out of your spirit, their gratification, that's your reciprocation. That's your reciprocity. So, because people cannot.
Come on, Evangelist Shani.
Well, here I am. Amen. I got my long hair, my long dress on. I'm not for the evangelize.
Pass the offering plate.
Okay, and then it end here. Amen. but because people can't give back to your spirit because your spirit got to come from something higher than us. So that's great. I love it. But yeah, Cheesecake de Granger has over 65 flavors. I'll do it because the owner and proprietor really don't give a damn right now. They have over 65 flavors. You can find her. I know you always do. She's Care with the pink hair. And she delivers to firemen everywhere. Y'all know I be rapping. Y'all know I be rapping. Y'all know I be rapping.
Yeah, you gave us a hot 2 bars last week.
The hot 2, I did. I need to work next week. I should work up to 4, huh?
Yeah.
y'all heard a little bit of the a little bit of Nas, a little bit of August Alsina. Those are Virgos. We're playing Virgo music because Talisa's a Virgo and it's her birthday tomorrow.
Come on, Talisa.
Come on, Virgo. So you can hear Virgo music tonight.
Yes. Come on and chill
that.
with the Virgo.
Hey, she got turned up for that. Working. I love it. A little bit later in the show, we're going to do a flip and rotate. What happens at the flip and rotate, Miss Granger tonight? Miss Granger. I call you, but you say call you. I used to say Granger because you say Granger, but you say Granger.
Well, in our flip and rotate, we go ahead and discuss issues that are current and that are pressing to us. And in the flip and rotate, we're going to discuss USA disposing kidneys.
They throwing them away, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're also going to discuss Instagram hiding likes for some users.
Yes, honey.
Might be a good idea. Might be a good idea.
It might be, huh?
We're also going to discuss assault and also the Georgia teen suing a school after reporting sexual assault.
Yeah. That's sad.
And Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Michael Briggs,
who was also an assaulter. Yeah.
A little bit, girl. And
it's not funny, but you know. That's what I
never. We're not making light of that.
Never.
Not at all.
No.
Since we're talking about that, we want to give our prayers to Isabel Toledo, who was 59 years old. She was a designer. She designed the First Lady Michelle Obama's inauguration dress. She had breast cancer. She was 59 and she passed away.
59.
Yeah.
Young. That's really young.
It is.
And it is young.
Yeah, that's really young.
It is very young.
Cancer's just
Yeah.
I lost my husband to cancer.
Did
really?
you?
That's another story. For another
Talisa,
time.
you were married?
I was married, girl.
Really?
God had blessed me with a husband for a little while.
For
He
how
sure
long?
did. 3 years, 9 months. 3 years, 9 months, and 9 days, child. I was
Really?
married. Felt like 35 years.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And 2 of those years, he had cancer.
Two of them? First 2 or the last 2. I'm
not.
I'm laughing.
They laugh at everything I say. 'Cause I didn't make a joke, but they laugh at everything I say. That one down there laughed at everything. She gonna make me cuss.
I'm not.
She laugh at everything. No matter what I say, she just fall out. I have to sit up here and be like, how am I gonna say this without this bitch falling out? And it never works. She be like, and she catch it first before anybody.
I'm not.
But that wasn't at the funny. But it was funny to her.
It was a little bit.
It was?
It was. Not the situation.
Right, not the situation.
Right.
Tonight's topic is Know Your Place. That was not where you had insert laughter in. No. You know what I'm going to insert laughter. Tonight's topic is Know Your Place. Was that the place to laugh? I guess it was. Any place is the place to laugh when you're funny. When it's funny. I wasn't trying to be funny.
Pause.
Did we pause?
We did. We paused.
We paused. But anywho.
Because, we're not. Hey, Donald. Happy birthday, Donald.
Happy birthday, Donald. Happy birthday, Virgo.
Come on and chill with the Virgo.
Hey. Also, Ferdinand Peach died. He was 82 years old. They didn't say how he died, but this is
really?
Yes, girl.
They disclose everything else.
I know, but he was the gentleman who was responsible for turning Volkswagen into like a $1 million company. He like revamped their whole situation, but of course it ran in his family because his father was did Porsche and they just turned all them car situations into something totally different.
Money, in other words.
Money.
Good long.
No, but they did the creative part for it, which in turn turned into money.
Okay.
Got it. I hear you. I'm with it. Al Haynes, 87 years old. Al Haynes.
Yeah. Who is he?
I wrote it down. He passed away. I'll tell you in a minute. We'll just keep going.
Well, who's Al Haynes?
I forgot. Let me see.
I'm gonna just turn my head.
Y'all laughing at the wrong shit tonight.
Listen.
What happened?
Ooh, baby.
I'm gonna tell you
I
what.
love you.
Airlines.
With all my heart, I love you.
Right. Al Haynes was the pilot.
Hi,
Who
John.
saved those? Al Haynes was the pilot in the was it the 80s? There was one of the engines went out in the planes. It was a flight from DC to Chicago. He did an emergency landing in Iowa. Now there was 100 and some people that died, but he saved 887 people's lives, and also the crew. Yeah, only one crew member died. But who's the people that's over the airline? FAA or I did it right.
Yes.
I was gonna say fast for somebody, but that's the law. Which I cannot seem to fucking get rid of. But anyway, back to him. They recognized him and stuff like that because they said he actually said it could have been worse for him to fly with like an engine out.
Yeah.
It was a crash landing too.
Right.
But he passed away. He was a United Airlines pilot.
Come on, United.
Thank you, A+. Save me when I'm drowning. Shit. Lifeline. Random vent. Random vent.
What you got, Talisa? Come on.
Because Talisa was prepared.
Yes, I am. So,
come on, Talisa. She do what she wants to do. She likes
so. Listen, you know how you're out and, you know, you're walking around and somebody be like, oh, my God, you look just like my cousin, my sister, my auntie, my niece, my grandmama, somebody.
Right.
And then they show you a picture. And she ugly.
Oh.
And you saying, how do I look like that?
You be like, bitch, where you see me at here? This bitch ugly.
Who I look like?
Right.
Where? I don't see no resemblance.
That ever happened to you, Sacha?
That I was told that I look like someone
Somebody
that
did
wasn't
your
unattractive. That they were.
You said what?
Somebody told you. Remember that day you looked at one of your coworkers that you used to work with?
Who said that? Oh.
Who said that?
You told. Who said that?
Right. Who said? Oh, you're right.
She was like, I don't see it.
They said that person was my sister.
And that wasn't right.
I'm not gonna say that wasn't right, but it was.
You didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
That's acceptable to say.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
We don't want to send people down to Shirley tonight.
Yes.
We don't want to send a shirt. We don't want to be messy. A+, you ever been told you look like somebody you didn't think you look like?
I done got so many. Let's start when I was a kid.
I did not commit the crime, officer.
I done got Tommy Davidson.
No.
Really? When you were little?
Really?
When I was little, I was like,
Maybe the nose.
do not see it at all.
Only the nose.
I done got Usher a couple times. I got LeBron
Usher?
James.
LeBron?
Somebody
You know
think
what
like
I'm
Usher and LeBron James?
They don't
Yeah.
look nothing
Let's
like.
go to somebody else's random event.
I look like none of these cats, homie. But yeah,
A+. That was somebody trying. It was a woman telling you this.
there was a girl who said I
Yeah.
look like LeBron.
She was like, you look like LeBron, Daddy. That's how she said it.
Probably.
I love A+. I love him the long way. That's
Probably.
good people. He knew what that was. Cause you look like a whole lot. You know, wait a minute. But anyway, what was she gonna say, Miss Grant? You know, people can say people want something. You look like anybody. She just told me I look like Penny from Good Times. What she want?
Good
Yeah. Well, you know, that's how you flaunt your
Penny and
hair.
Sheer. Oh,
Right.
She was doing all that, wasn't
She was. Yes, she did.
Okay.
My random.
She got a good one. And it's about hygiene. She was talking about people smelling their teeth and shit. She don't mind, honey.
Oh,
She don't
do
mind
that.
breath and body odor. She
Oh.
covers the gambit, honey.
Oh yeah.
No, I wasn't.
You wasn't gonna do
Come on
that?
now. I wasn't gonna do it because I think I've covered most. Nope. Yeah, it's about a little bit of just hygiene. I had well, this is for men and women. Your nails are just so important. I'm looking at Talisa. Her nails are so beautiful.
They
and
fancy. They fancy.
My random bit is this bitch just trying.
Y'all
That's fucked up.
got me snorting on
But didn't I say get you before somebody else do? Who knew that it would come? A2 Brute? Could you get that right there for me, Talisa? Get that knife right there. It's stuff. Thank you. You see how you see why I did it? I know her. I've been knowing that.
She did it.
So and so. I'm trying to be nice because her mama
She
fucking
tried.
listening, but I
She
just
tried.
know. She tried. You said a triarization. Yes. Wait a minute. It picked up your hand because Talisa, and then I rolled my shit like until I had to fold my shit in. Girl, I feel like a wilting flower.
That was a little shady, Sacha. That was a little. That was
not even.
Always. She comes for me.
That's not even what I was gonna say.
I'm so
and
used
I
to
had
it.
forgotten that you didn't even. It's not even about having nails. It's about the cleanliness.
It's not even about the
of your
nails, but you said it and you looked at mine.
It wasn't to say anything
It
about
was. You didn't say nothing because I hit them.
No, because you always have your nails done. This is
Tonight
quite
is
unusual that you don't have anything. And that wasn't.
But maybe she means
point.
like the dirt in the nails.
Thank you,
Talisa
Talisa Ray.
The unkemptness, the dryness,
right,
the cuticles hidden. Yeah.
But look at my shit though.
But they clean.
You don't have dirt under your nails.
Clean.
Ain't no fucking nails here.
They clean though.
It's just hand. That's messed up. They are dying.
Oh, my head.
I know I have to get my fan out in a minute.
Y'all know I'm having a flash. Is the air on A+? It is.
That wasn't even. The point was, if you have any type of nails, that make sure that they're clean underneath.
I got Band-Aids and shit on my fingers.
There was a particular someone that, I thought was pretty attractive until I looked at them nails.
They were dirty?
They had dirt and stuff all underneath. That kind of changed my
Like
whole
they had their hand buried under the sand like an ostrich. Just hand.
I got a question on that.
Yes.
I mean, what if he was just, cleaning some stuff?
Every time?
No, just
every time.
Oh, it's every time. Okay.
Every time? No.
You tried it.
Right. It would be different. Like my dad, he works with his hands. Okay, I don't expect my dad to have, clean nails all the time.
Have a clean hands.
Yeah, they are for the most part, but sometimes you might catch him and he done been under the car. Yeah. Or
you didn't miss the topic yet. I'm sorry. It's
Hi, Auntie Sarah.
Auntie Sarah. The top. Look at my baby. Auntie Sarah. The topic is know your place, and I can't place my Band-Aid properly. We haven't talked about it yet, Auntie Sarah.
There's Rebecca. Hi,
Rebecca said you look beautiful, Talisa.
Oh, you love me.
She does. She looks gorgeous. She can't even help it.
And she smells amazing.
She does.
Good, because I'm sitting next to Sacha. And
Yeah, because she talked. You said
she talked. I watched.
If she do me, she call me her friend. What you think she'll do?
Faithfully.
You know what?
Okay, so I hear.
Thank you. Nobody. You know what? I never.
No. I'm not talking about how she throws shade on Shani.
But you hear the shade that you be throwing, right?
But it wasn't even shade because you're always so on point. I wasn't even thinking about you not having.
I'm always on point. But the situation is, she says she listens regularly and hears you throw shade.
But not
Shirley.
at you. No,
just period. She hears the shade, Shirley.
I mean, when the people be smelling and stuff. I mean, I smell well. That's all.
But nobody smelled on the show.
Right. I mean, I'm just saying. That's why.
Nobody smell. You just
not that.
Lies.
Oh, yeah, somebody did. Oh, never mind. We're not gonna do that. A+.
We're not.
To Shirley House you go.
No. I don't recall anybody smelling at all.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
A+, but you can't go to Shirley House. You got to do the buttons. You get to stay. Shantae, you stay.
Oh, with a little bit of liquid on the shoulder.
Let me tell you something. I was listening to the Steve Harvey. My random beat. I was listening to the Steve Harvey morning show one time. He was talking about something with one of the people, and they just had like all these different things to say about every solution. But you know what? Only negative people find a problem for every solution.
Absolutely.
Stop finding problems for every solution, Tony. That's all I wanted to say.
That was great.
As I put my fingers together in the news.
And as you keep referencing your hand.
I am, because the Band-Aid keep lifting up. But anyway, in the news today, we're talking about Power.
That I still haven't seen.
That you still haven't seen.
That you watched without me.
Oh, wait.
You've done it to me several times.
What?
You've done it to me several times.
I have not.
Well, okay. You haven't. Power. We're going to spoil it. It was a great...
No, don't.
I'm not. But
I still gotta come to your house.
It was not good.
You didn't like it?
No.
You gotta be kidding me.
Don't spoil it for me though, Talisa Ray.
I won't.
I loved it. It went through like that, girl. I loved it.
It felt fake. Some of the stuff felt like.
Oh, I loved it.
I needed them.
Really?
I didn't like it. Yeah.
Really?
Okay, I'm gonna have to look
You know
at
what
it
it
from
was?
that
You know what I think
perspective
what it was? I think what it was. What we're talking about with the subject of Power is the opening song is Trey Songz now. It's not Joe.
What?
She cleared her throat. It has been. You ever been on social media? They have been going the fuck in.
I haven't seen
baby.
Because I didn't want it to. I didn't want to get any.
People are not here for this news for him singing it. They're not here for it. They have been going online, and you know the king of petty, 50 Cent. He been going back in, but he has actually conceded. He was like, yes, honey.
What did he say?
He said Trey Songz did it for him as a favor. He said, but if people keep going in, I'm going to have to put Joe back up there.
Because Joe does sound better.
I mean, when I first heard it, I was like, is my TV fucked up?
It was horrible.
No, I like him singing, but I thought because it was his tone is so much different from Joe.
But we're so used to that intro, though.
Who waits to the last season
to change the intro?
Right. No.
That's why people been going in on social media
as far as marketing.
Well, I guess it is good shooting on there because people will give you like spoilers and stuff, so you can't go on there. But that's one of the things people it's really big.
So the intro,
it's trending.
Really?
People are pissed off about it. Like
it does change the dynamic.
It does.
You automatically feel like this is a different show I'm watching.
Yes, you do.
Really?
Yeah, you do. And you know you used to that. We talked about the last week. This is a bit. You listen because Joe Smooth. You know he's just a different voice.
He could have actually released that as a single.
It could be because it's a whole 50 Cent still rapping on it.
Right.
His rap was different though.
After I heard Trey
and that
so wait, is the music the same?
No, that's what part of it.
The song is the same, but
it's not really.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pay attention to that.
It's not really. You
Girl,
don't have to.
You ain't gonna choice. It's gonna hit you.
Oh, look at John Eric St. James. Okay, he has
John Eric St. James starts. Go ahead, John.
Sacha.
Auntie Sarah said we got her crying. But go ahead, John.
What do you think about beards? Nappy ones, neatly trimmed, no beards. I love a beard.
John Eric St. James. We're not talking about random no more. You're very random right now.
Yeah, but
don't nobody want no bald face ass man. To answer your question, have some facial hair on your face. I do not want to look like I'm talking to a 3-year-old.
At least a goatee.
At least a goatee. See, look at A+. A+, look up at us, A+. Look up at us, A+. There it goes.
That ain't a look up.
I love a beard. I love a beard. But I think I love a beard because my father has always had a beard. He's never just had like a mustache. A mustache came later on, but I always saw that line up.
Yeah. My daddy didn't have a beard.
No.
I
like a goatee. I love a goatee. I love a mustache too, but I think my preference is a beard.
I don't mind saying that.
What? You don't want no bald face man?
No, I didn't say that.
She didn't say that.
You said your daddy had a beard. She said her daddy didn't have a beard. I said I don't know my daddy, so he might have a beard. He might not have one.
What is up tonight?
We're talking about random shit, so I'm going along with the shit.
Well, he missed out.
He did.
Well, I probably can find him.
Absolutely wonderful.
You probably what?
I probably can find him.
Really? You want to?
If I go to that.
Is that going to be our quest? Is that what we're going to do?
Ancestry with the slavery shit.
Oh.
Y'all ain't never did Ancestry DNA? I've done it.
You know what? It's not difficult to find. I mean, I have family. My mother passed away, but before she passed away, she was like, "You wouldn't find him." I was like, "For what?" But I guess maybe I should find him.
Really?
That's another show. Popeyes.
Moving on.
Pop.
Popeyes has said, y'all in this motherfucking chicken sandwich. Have you had the chicken sandwich?
I have not.
Have you had it?
You know I ain't had it yet.
A+ got one right there. Have you tasted it yet?
It ain't gonna be no good. It's cold.
Come on.
Let me tell you something.
Again, TALISA. Come on.
Let me tell you something. That motherfucking sandwich will bless your whole spirit.
You had one?
Woohoo! Two. Yes, girl.
It's still a regular chicken sandwich.
No. It is a regular chicken sandwich. It tastes good.
Just imagine a Popeye's chicken breast in the middle of 2 pieces of bread. That's not a chicken.
Is it dry?
Chicken breasts are dry. That's not
right.
dry.
Well, just imagine
that's white meat.
A chicken thigh then.
White meat, yeah.
Okay, a chicken thigh then.
It's not a dark meat sandwich though.
Okay, well.
But then how is it not dry?
Because they seasoned it. They marinated. They put their foot up in it.
First of all, it's a Louisiana restaurant. Can we start there? You know how they cook.
Okay, we're gonna leave it there then.
Oh, okay. But anyway,
big ups to.
It was so much shade going on, and it's only been out for 2 weeks.
It's only been 2 weeks?
It's only been 2 weeks.
No way.
It's been 2 weeks, honey. And Popeyes is like, they had that whole shit with Wendy's and Chick-fil-A.
It's sold
that
out.
Was hilarious.
I saw that on social media tonight.
That was crazy, but I was like, but Popeyes put out a statement today actually and was like, they are completely sold out of inventory.
Right.
Wow.
Period.
Right.
They're stopping. They're taking it off the menu, guys. So if
Wow.
you didn't get a sandwich, you're not getting one. They thought it was good. They thought that it was only supposed to be like a limited thing. They were going to do it till end of September. Didn't even last 2 weeks.
Wow.
So they said that at a later date this year they want to put it on the menu permanently.
I didn't know your eyes were so brown.
Pretty brown
You know what?
eyes,
If
mint
you know.
condition.
If these were men, I'd be winning. I would have fucking
I
won.
didn't know.
But thank you, girls.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just because you see me, I'll be always sweaty and shit. We be in cycle.
We be in psycho. We be in hip hop.
Hip hop and shit, and girl with scarves and shit on.
Right.
That's what I look like in the light. But yeah, child, they took it off the menu, honey. Popeyes just states like no more chicken. Popeyes said they said they were getting complaints at the corporate office. People were wanting to quit.
Really?
Employees, yes. One employee said they worked a 11-hour shift and made 600 of them chicken sandwiches.
Wow.
600.
That's like
The
slave labor.
memes though on social
Girl,
media,
you know
I
the
have
memes
been
do it. But you know what?
dying.
Some of the memes I've seen people have do, and you know, let me tell y'all something, friends, and friends of the friends and friends of those friends as well. The memes they've been creating about, oh, you know what? If y'all supported people y'all know, like y'all do this chicken sandwich, y'all friends to be A, B, and C. That's a crock of shit. You can like two things at one time. Just because you toast about or like the sandwich don't mean you don't like what your friends is doing and you're not supporting them.
Well,
that is not the same thing. So
well,
knock it the fuck out.
it's
And I think
not.
that these businesses pay somebody to do that.
Listen, well, it's not the same thing, but the
It's
point
not?
is,
Oh.
I mean, they two different things. Yes.
Right.
But the point is,
I get the
you need
point.
to support your friends.
Right.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. You
definitely.
running out. I mean,
Right.
but then your friend stuff is $30, and that was only $4, and you had $4.
Well, no, they weren't even referring to like cooking. They were just saying anything that a
Oh
friend
no,
of
but
yours
I'm
does.
just saying.
Right.
I'm just using that as an analogy.
Okay,
so
got
if
it.
my bracelets are $25, they can't scrape up $25, but you can get 16 quarters.
Well,
Okay.
she said
That
that,
mean-
baby.
I'm just
But
saying.
my friends support my cheesecake.
I
Yes!
sure do. I buy them.
She
I'm gonna
sure
buy
do.
me a cheesecake since it wasn't none here.
Oh, hashtag.
Where's the
where's
cheesecake?
cheesecake?
But yeah, I saw that a lot of that going around. People was like, hey, I'm like, and I saw, you know, they had different business talking about our chicken sandwich is better than this, and you know, local business stuff like that. I'm like, you know what? That's just. I liken those kind of attitudes to when people be like Black Lives Matter, somebody says all lives matter.
Right.
Or police like what are you saying?
Right.
We know you have a chicken sandwich, but your chicken sandwich ain't popping like that. In the sense of it ain't out there like that.
It's
You're a
not.
local restaurant, they're national. Knock it off.
How did it blow up? Like, what happened?
Out of the blue, it just did. It was good because I think it was a marketing plan.
And that whole Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I think it was
that
marketing.
Chick-fil-A
I think it was
again.
just excellent marketing.
But you think that they really intended for social media to pick up on it like they did?
yes,
Do you?
yes, they sold out of the chicken sandwich in 2 weeks. They have no more, even nowhere. Period. They have no more of the meat.
I don't know
back
if
somewhere.
Popeyes planned it like that.
I do.
Do
I
you
think it
think
just
they
kinda
collaborated
happened.
with Chick-fil-A?
No.
Behind the scenes?
No.
No?
No. Chick-fil-A is
Because that's not the
upright
same
Christian.
owner. Yeah.
I
They
do
just-
think that they probably had a like plant, so to speak.
Yes,
Like,
that's what I'm
You know what I
saying.
mean? Like to make
Yeah.
certain posts to
Yes,
like, generate
definitely.
the traffic and stuff.
If we as this a show or your show, whatever, if we can go online to Instagram and pay $10 to promote, and this is $1 billion company,
Yeah.
you think they can pay to put it out there like that and be
I
like,
see
oh,
your
so and so?
point.
They do
Yeah, I
it. They
see
do.
your point.
It's money.
No, I understand
It's
that, but
money.
I'm saying to this caliber, to where it was
Yes.
sold out in 2 weeks.
Yes.
That still amazes me though.
Yes.
I
it
don't know
was.
if that- I don't know if that-
who
if
was
they
over here a
thought
few
that
weeks
was the
ago? James
plan.
Chanel, he sold the hell out of them patty pies. It wasn't paid by Pay Bill, but just going
That
there
wasn't
giving it
planned
authentic.
either, though.
But it wasn't planned. But when you take that formula and apply it, look what you can do. Look what you can do to that formula. If you get the right kind of
I need a formula.
person to do it, and they know we gonna do it. But I just didn't like the ignorant ass videos, the fighting and
Oh,
shit.
now
I was
that-
like,
that got
oh
on my
my
nerves.
God.
Oh, I didn't
That got
even
on my
see
nerves.
that.
Oh my God, you
It
didn't
was
see it?
embarrassing. I was
It
It
embarrassed.
was
I
embarrassing.
embarrassed of
Fighting the
myself.
people in Popeyes for not having no more of them chicken sandwiches.
Oh.
One guy climbed through a
Yes.
drive-through window.
Yes.
girl.
No.
Yes. The
Okay,
employees,
yeah.
like, they got something to do with that. Like, that hurt my heart. a
They
lot.
did. It was horrible.
I'm glad I didn't.
I
work
saw
at
this one
Popeyes.
post. They was outside of there, and one of the guys Popeyes. He was like, he was a little, mentally challenged, but he was in there working, and he was like, he came up there and he was like, one of y'all come up here and call me slow. I'm not slow. And I feel so bad. It's a video that you can see too that kind of went viral a little bit. And he was like, I'm not slow. And that person was like, we sorry. I'm like, for a chicken sandwich though?
Yeah, that's horrible.
For a chicken sandwich?
Right.
We got to do that?
$3.
But I don't even think it's about, what they think, they make it about the chicken sandwich, but I don't think it's about the chicken. I think it's the intent, desire as versus humans to always want to be up on something first and catch something first and get mad when you can't get it. Because it's a chicken sandwich at the end of the fucking day.
Somebody sent me a video today on social media. It was I don't know what she was, but it was a female. I thought she had on like a shirt and some basketball shorts with like the Popeyes logo on it, but she was nude and she was airbrushed with that on. To make it look like an outfit, but she went in Popeyes, but somebody posted like, y'all be doing too much, but there was somebody who checked her. It was a gentleman, I think, who said, he was like, really? They have kids up in here. And she was like, oh, I just wanted to get a chicken sandwich, but you have to do that to try to get the clout. And he said, but Popeyes don't need no more publicity, though.
They don't need no more.
Not no naked asses. They don't sell that.
The sandwiches are selling themselves. Yeah. We don't need more publicity.
They sell enough. They sell legs and legs, thighs, and breasts. But
I was shocked she was naked though. Just airbrushed with the shirt with the Popeye logo and. Sure.
Because we want a trend so bad.
I know.
We don't care what we got to do to trend.
The attention.
But they need to get some attention to this. Rosa Parks and Sally Ride are getting a Barbie. Well, they got a Barbie yesterday.
Yes.
I wish there was a picture right here for me to see.
You have a phone?
I'm looking at
Google it.
Well, damn.
Google it. I don't have a picture. But yeah, they have a Barbie. Came out yesterday, because yesterday was Women's Equality Day. And it's a part of a series that Barbie has started last year called the Inspiring Women series. And the Barbies come with like literature. Of course, we know Rosa Parks is the mother of the modern day civil rights movement. And Sally Ride is the youngest American and first female American to going to space. So they have made them Barbies. They come with literature. They come with authentic clothing and little accessories and stuff. It's really nice. And the Rosa Parks Barbie looks like Rosa Parks.
I'm looking it up.
It's so pretty.
I used to collect Barbies.
You did? You should collect it on it, girl. But that's what they did, girl. Last night people was collecting things. They were collecting Moon Man from the MTV Video Music Awards. Did you watch the Video Music Awards?
I did not.
You did not?
Don't ask me because I ain't got no cable. I need to be at your house watching. Don't do me like that.
Did you watch it, A+?
I got some snippets.
Hell no.
You didn't?
It's not the same.
Oh, well, I guess I should skip to something else.
Well, no, I did see a little snippet of Missy Elliott. Okay,
I will say that.
But this is what John is saying. John Eric St. James, he says...
Oh, have mercy.
I can't stand Missy Elliott. She's a Grace Jones wannabe. Grace Jones is and will always be the queen of outrageousness. Grace was through with it before Missy knew what to do with it.
I don't know if I agree.
Thank you for your opinion. Yeah. But last night, Missy won the MTV was a little bit shady because the award is called the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award. And MTV has been calling it the Video Vanguard Award. They left the Michael Jackson out because of those accusations that happened.
The man is dead.
Because of those accusations that were.
That's what I'm saying.
False accused, but they tweeted it and whatever. But I was like, even when they announced it as the Video Vanguard Award. But it's always been the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award.
Oh, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what kind of shady about that. And it was another shady moment too with Taylor Swift. She opened and she had all the drag queens perform with her, and I feel like we saw that moment already with Miley Cyrus, but whatever. But something that was very shady is on there is she had all the impersonators. Riley Knox? She's the really, really famous. She does Beyonce.
No, I don't know.
She had her performing with her, but she had her in the exact same outfit that Beyonce wore when she did the video, when she won the Video Vanguard Award, and presenting her with a crown. Taylor Swift, you tried it, girl.
Taylor. Did they eat her alive on social media?
No, they've been talking about how she has actually the Equality Act is up for like to be dissolved, basically. This administration don't care about nobody being equal. And so they needed like 75,000 signatures for it. So with her video, she had people going to line because she has power. They got 150,000 signatures for it to be like, okay, we need to put this back on the board for y'all need to vote back on the Equality Act again. So she did. That's what she had. And every time she won, all the girls came up there with her. Yeah, they did.
Come on, Taylor.
Yep. Lizzo turned it out.
I do like Lizzo.
And all the presenters, because it was the first time they had it in New Jersey, all the presenters were from
Jersey?
They had it in New Jersey, girl, at the new Devil's
wow.
Arena. So all the presenters were from New Jersey. All the presenters. And then at the end, they had a New Jersey closing. So they had Queen Latifah. They
Come
had
on, Queen.
Fetty Wap. They had...
Fetty's from New Jersey?
He is, girl. They had Naughty by Nature. And they had Redman. And they had...
He could be my baby daddy.
Really?
Like my youngest, oldest. No. My oldest son really could be his. No, I didn't sleep with him or nothing, but
Redman, listen, you have a child here in LA.
I used to say it all the time.
You did?
I did. I used to say it all the time. This is baby, y'all. He looked like him when he was a baby.
Really?
He don't look like him anymore.
Man,
me too, girl.
Well, you know he might. Well, if your son is here, and you think he's related to, or he could be the son of Redman, then this next story should probably interest you. California Bill SB 223 is up for, well, they has been voted on and passed. Well, not necessarily passed, but they're trying to get it signed, which basically gives parents the right to administer marijuana to their children on campus, grades kindergarten through 12. Non-smoking cannabis.
What?
Yeah, well, yeah, you heard me. You want me to say it again?
Yes, please. Clarity. What happened?
It is, okay, I'm going to read it to you exactly what how it says. It says that California may soon allow parents to administer medical marijuana to their children on campuses, grades kindergarten through 12, in non-smoking form. So some I guess right now.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Some of the kids are getting for who have different conditions, like they have seizures and stuff like that. Whatever, they get medical cannabis. It's not. They don't smoke it, but right now they have to be 1,000 feet away from the school, and some people are like, that's dangerous, and it's kind of like burdensome. So they want to pass a bill where the parents can actually come on to, well, the school, it would have to go through the school board. The school board would then say if they want to do it or not.
That makes sense.
But it is an assembly bill right now. It's going to be voted on by the Senate, and then it's going to go to Gavin's desk, and he'll decide whether or not he wants to sign it.
If it's medical,
but Jerry Brown has been. But the thing about it, a lot of the opponents to it have been like, but the medical marijuana laws for children are not clear, and they're not concise, and they're very convoluted. So they're worried about kids passing to other children.
But they do that anyway.
Well, not with your parent bringing it to you and be sitting there giving it to you.
But I'm saying they have access to all type of drugs anyway. So
yeah, they do. But
for a medical condition, that's totally different if it involves
legally,
someone's health. You know what I'm saying?
But even if they do, you cannot just over. I mean, you have to also be.
And how many kids are actually reliant upon
a lot
medical?
A lot for them to have to put it into a bill. But you also a lot of people are like,
not necessarily.
Yeah, it's a lot. But a lot of they're like but there's so many signs up on the school saying say no to drugs. And they're like, this is a drug. A lot of parents are not for it. But I'm like, is it better than giving them Adderall? I mean.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I don't have a problem with it if my child is in need of it. Like, we have to pick something. Pick a side. Because the kids are already, it's synthetic weed that they're bringing in there that's far worse.
Well, they're like the regulations for it are not very, they're really shaky. But Jerry Brown so far, who was the old governor before Gavin Newsom got up in there, has vetoed it in the past. He's like, nope.
Really?
Nope.
They vaping and everything else, but now we're concerned with something that...
They're not vaping. No, that's non-smoking. You can't smoke anywhere on campus. Even now, you can't.
But I'm saying, they're doing things that are breaking the rules anyway. Not to justify it, but I'm saying. So now we're really concerned with something that's medically necessary for a child? Whether or not it should be on campus?
Because a lot of it, I guess it could be a longer topic because a lot of this shit is newfangled. Nobody brought no weed when we was coming up. Why did you need that shit now?
But it's for medical purposes. It's different.
You see, I'm just silent over here. Just
silent.
Just
you
silent.
You have kids in school?
I do have children in school. I have a college age and a...
Come on, college age. What's your fine self?
I know.
College age, yeah.
Is that the red man?
Yeah, that's the red man child.
Honey.
You know, when I was a little busy. He's 23, and then I have a 12-year-old.
Come on, 12?
In the 7th grade. Yes. What was that? What was happening? They random. Nonetheless, one of my children, he's not watching. So my oldest child has sickle cell anemia.
Okay.
And so I would probably be for the bill just because if he had a pain crisis or some sort that he would be able to medicate himself. And
no, you'd have to come up there and give it to him. The parents got to give it to him.
All right.
That's fine.
Whatever.
Right.
But I would be for it because it would help subside the pain.
Okay.
You know, like I was iffy when he was like, Mom, I get this CBD oil and blah, 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 blah. And then I meditated, prayed a little bit, and I was like, you know what, anything that'll help him feel better and not have so much pain, I would be totally
It's natural.
Right. Yeah,
right. More than synthetic drugs.
I don't want him to do no synthetic drugs. Right. You know, he is at Chico State, which is a party school, and all of them is drug heads. And I say, are you doing drugs? What kind of drugs are you doing?
You ask them?
I do all the time. You should. All the time.
Keep your kids in line.
Yeah.
People need to keep their kids in line. If you keep your kids in line, you ain't got to worry about this next story. Honey, this man in Atlanta had died last week. He was in the Hyatt Regency in Atlanta, and he decides, you know what, I got my bathrobe on and the housekeeper right there, and I just want to show her my goods. So he exposed himself.
He flashed
her. I don't know what he was working with. I don't know if it was, a pencil or a cucumber, but whatever it was, it scared the housekeeper, and she went on and told security. Security ran their ass up into him, and he ran back into his room, and they ran up in there after him. He went to the balcony, and he went to jump to the next balcony, and he missed, baby, and fell to his death. Dumb shit.
Got to be more careful.
He did and everything, but damn.
Ooh, wait.
For flashing?
For flashing.
He should have just...
flashing. They haven't said his name or what he was, but I don't know. I don't want to guess the race, but he's not here no more.
Wow.
So he went to... So he went to jump off impulsively.
He went out to the balcony. He was going to jump from one balcony to the next balcony of the next room, and he didn't quite
make it. Where was he going?
I don't know. Like, if you jump to that room, you don't think they can go get you over there, baby?
What is it, A+?
I don't know. And it didn't say whether he flashed her inside the room or if in the hallway. Because in the hallways, they got cameras. In the room, they do not. So he could have went up there and been like, I didn't flash that woman.
He was getting chased by security or police?
Security.
That was silly.
My man lost his life, and the most that could have happened with him was him getting kicked out.
Kicked out of the hotel. Absolutely.
So did you show yourself to her? No.
Right, it's your word.
Right.
Unless if he was in the hallway, they're going to be like, yes, you did.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
He jumped.
He tried to jump from one balcony to the next. That ain't funny,
and
but
missed.
That's funny. Yeah.
Is it sad?
It is.
It is sad, though.
I think it's dumb as fuck.
He lost his life on some dumb shit. That's
right.
sad about
it. Right. You could have just been like, you in Atlanta. Somebody want to see it.
Somebody.
I live there. You ain't even got to pay him to see it.
You sure don't. You can just follow some random women in the car.
Come on. Wait, let's go to a song.
That sounds like an experience.
Let's go to a song. Let's go to a song. We're going to go to a song. We're going to come back and talk to not Issa Rae or Lisa Rae, but TALISA Rae. And we're back here. We're talking to my good girlfriend, honey, the birthday girl. Tomorrow's her birthday. She's the Virgo. You hearing Virgo music tonight?
Yes.
That is TALISA.
Yes.
TALISA Rae, honey.
Come on, Virgo.
The ever popular YouTuber, honey. Y'all can catch her. What days are you posting? You posting anytime you want to?
I do.
I love it. We're gonna come invade your show.
You should. You should.
Because I watch everything you fucking watch.
Yeah, you should really.
That would be so fun.
No, really. No, seriously.
Catch up on everything first, Sacha, before we go.
We're gonna talk about
everything. That's all she talk about.
I talk about shows.
She talk about everything, yeah.
I used to have
clothes, shows,
I used to have a
bros.
Truthful Thursday thing. A Truthful Thursday where we told the truth and nothing but the truth on Thursdays. Even though we could
come on like Tuesday?
You can come on
on Friday.
You can come on a Sunday. You can come on a Friday.
You can come on a Friday or a Saturday. Because what days is the Lion Day?
Any day. But listen, I'm probably gonna catch you in it because we about transparency and honesty.
Well, you know me too. I tell all my fucking business on here. They be like, you don't say that.
Yeah.
We downstairs. She be like, you said that. Why are you doing? That's Mary down there. Mary Poppins, talk to Talisa. She about to get in your business. I'm just gonna laugh.
That's all right. What you want to know, girl?
Where you from, Talisa?
Can I go back a second?
Yes, absolutely.
I just wanted, because I was stuck on it before we had our fallout and our laughter. But I wanted to know, how long ago were you married?
My husband passed away in 2015. Actually, September 9th, 2015.
Oh, it's coming up.
It's coming up. It's coming up right after my birthday. I'm grateful to God that he waited till after my birthday. I know that sounds horrible.
No, it doesn't. That's life.
Yeah, I'm grateful to God for that.
No.
Yeah.
What a blessing.
True. Yeah. Because I'd really be all jacked up.
Yeah. That would be.
It's still close anyway, so that makes sense.
It's still, I'm better now, though. It's, we 4 years gone, past, transition. Thank you. And I'm better. I'm in a better space. Like when our anniversary comes and his birthday comes and the day of his passing, I'm not laying in the bed balled up crying. And somebody calling asking me if you okay.
Right.
Or one of my good girlfriends who would tell me some shit like, excuse my French.
Well, you ain't gotta excuse nothing.
She was like, she would be like, well, would you? She always says, well, would you be married to him if he was alive right now? That's what she goes.
Oh, that's what she would say. Oh, exactly. Friend.
But she is my friend, so she is my friend.
Right.
So she knows.
Right.
So she knows.
Right. She knows, of course.
She's
she knows.
my friend.
She's my friend.
She's her friend.
She's my friend.
So she knows.
So she knows.
Okay. So she knows.
Okay.
Talisa, tell me, where you from? Are you from LA?
I am. Born and raised right
here.
Really? Yes, I am a native, not a transplant. I am.
I'm a transplant.
Okay.
My bad, Sacha.
Okay. Oh, she say my name right. I like it.
I pride myself on listening to people's names because my name is Talisa, and people be like Talisha, Talicia, but it's easy, Talisa.
Right.
Talisa.
Yeah. It's very important that you call people. I always say you call them what they tell you to call them.
Right.
Well, that didn't happen to me today. She was like, what's your name? I said, Sacha. Oh, Sacha.
They love calling you Sacha.
They do.
Sasha. Talisa, tell the people what you do, girl.
Come on, Talisa.
So I am a YouTuber. Okay?
Yes, she is. She's the YouTuber, honey.
I love that because I love when people speak things into existence. Go ahead and
you done
speak
blessed
that
our
over my
little
life.
show.
Right.
Yes.
On the green sofa.
Yes. To God be the glory.
So thank you.
Listen, and I was just in my car going, Lord, this is a way to enter a new season. Like I just want to say thank you. Like I got a little tear in my eye because y'all don't know. Yes, y'all don't know what goals I have set for myself. And like seriously, yeah. So this is like a really good transition into the next chapter of my life. And so I'm truly grateful to you, beautiful ladies, for having me here. Yeah, no, from the bottom of my heart, absolutely. And I was just sitting in the car like having this whole conversation with God because I was on time, right?
She sure was.
Right.
On time, honey.
And so I really want to say thank you for that. So I'm a YouTuber, okay? I have been dubbed by another really good friend that is a YouTuber as the wife coach.
Okay.
So I'm really about to start marketing myself as the wife coach.
Okay. The wife coach. Okay.
The wife coach.
Now, how long have you been doing YouTube or being the YouTuber?
I've been the YouTuber since 2016.
Really?
On the heels of my husband passing, and that was the reason I started doing YouTube.
So was that like therapy?
It was therapy, and it was a way for me to share my story, but help other women who thought they wanted to be wives. Right, and understand it is not just the white dress, that there is some stuff that happens after you get married.
Better say it.
And if you aren't prepared for the stuff that happens, I want to be married, and I got married later in life. I was 34.
Okay.
So if you aren't prepared, you've been independent, you're gonna ruin your life and somebody else's life. So you
and
really,
possibly some people you create.
And some people you create. So you really need to be prepared for it. And I just wanted to share my story so that people could understand it and relate to it, and then be like, oh, well, maybe I need to work on this before I decide I want to be somebody's wife.
Okay.
You know, am I a wife without being a wife? Like, before you can be a wife, you need to be a wife.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
you need
right.
to
I don't have no biological children, but I am a mother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I am.
Absolutely.
So I know my place.
Yeah, know your place. Right. I guess that's appropriate.
It is appropriate. See, it's always appropriate. It's always when people come up in your life.
Always a divine plan. Always.
This is a ministry. We always say it.
Yeah.
It's a ministry.
Yeah, you know, I'm low key.
Which means service. It don't mean church. It don't. Ministry means you serving.
You're serving.
And
Absolutely.
we serving people. That's why we have a topic. We talk to, just like you said, you have a topic talking about that. And it's funny you say that because I've never been married. I've been in a long-term relationship, but even when I have people that I know that are married, tell girlfriends, that's not your boyfriend, that's your husband. Like, you gotta do something different, girl.
Absolutely.
And also on the flip side of that, that's your boyfriend, that's not your husband, girl.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. But sometimes you need to treat your husband like he's your boyfriend and be nasty, because some of y'all don't do what you're supposed to do all the way around.
Well, what's the nodding for?
Right. I mean, let's just be honest, because you was doing some stuff when you was his girlfriend that you ain't doing as his wife.
Oh, God, and you didn't keep it up.
You didn't keep it up.
How you get them is how you got to keep them.
You got to keep them, and it's more than just that. You know how we good communicators? Women are good communicators as in speaking. We don't do well listening and understanding what he's saying because we're speaking our own language.
You better say
I'm going to just go ahead and let y'all know that you need to learn to listen with both the ears that God gave you, not halfway through. I'm going to just go and leave that right there because we talk too much.
I always say that.
We don't listen enough.
My mother always told me that. She said, when you meet a guy, let him talk. He'll tell you who he is. Because we do that. We'll be like, and they'll be like this.
Yeah, they'll tell you.
Remember For Color Girls?
Yes.
And the part that Anika played, I was with her the other day, Nika. But her part, he was like the rapist, like he was. But she never heard him.
She never heard everything else.
I don't remember that movie.
Yes, girl, great movie.
I don't want to watch it ever again because it's so.
I know it's so
heavy.
Yeah,
it's
heavy.
I saw it, but
it's heavy.
When I watched it, I wasn't impressed. But that's something else.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't impressed either. No. But the people's stories still kind of
resonated.
Yeah, they were.
Like you know, when you read the book or you've seen, you know, wasn't it a play?
It was a poem and a play.
Okay. Yeah. When you see it, it kind of taints you a little bit from.
It does. It does. You be like, I don't want to see this again. Just like when I saw Precious, I don't want to see that again.
I don't want to see that either.
You saw Precious?
Yeah, everybody saw
right.
Precious.
I saw Precious.
Instead of movies, but let's watch Precious.
No, not yeah. That was one was good enough. But For Color Girls, it didn't grab me like that.
It didn't.
Maybe because of the director.
Over the balcony?
Girl, that
took me down. That
threw
the kids over the balcony.
It was so heavy.
Yeah.
It was so heavy.
I didn't think it was that heavy.
That hurt my heart.
It was. That right there, dangling children like that, and just like that. And then even for Jen Jackson character, finding out how her husband like he gave her not HIV, but AIDS. And still and screwing her driver and just like and she's just like,
maybe I need to watch it again.
Well,
look at me like all you gotta do is say covering, Lord, bless Jesus, baby.
Covering. But anyway, back to Talisa.
Right. Yeah. What do you think the main message you were able to give the women?
Well, actually, so I'm a wife coach, right?
Okay.
So I've been dubbed. But mainly I am about enhancing women in general so that they can be themselves, learn to live your own truth, not your mama's truth, not your sister's truth, not what your friends say, and not be ashamed of who you are.
Okay.
So if you a hoe,
be the best goddamn hoe you can be. You better be sunshine.
Protect yourself.
Right.
Okay. Right. And abstinence is the best way, is what they say. That's what they say.
Is it realistic?
Yeah.
It's realistic.
Yeah. So I just really, my message is always that people live in their truth and their light, and try and help them understand who they are by exposing myself.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not asking nobody, well, what's your business? No, I'm using me as an example and exposing me and putting me so that it's relatable and they can say, oh, this is a safe place. My channel is a safe place for you to come and we can talk about whatever.
I like that.
Yeah, and what's funny is that was the idea that I had, and people come in and I've never mentioned it out loud to them, and they say, I feel comfortable and safe and secure that I can talk about anything, because I will check somebody that comes on there and act like, you can dismiss somebody or shame somebody. You will get blocked. Right after I curse you out.
Right. and now you're out.
Right. So
yeah, that's what we try to do. Keep it positive.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, before they even get here, they're like, oh my God, they even see it, they're like, oh my God. And I always tell people, be like, I'm intimidated. And then they get here and be like, this was so nice. It was so fun. You be like,
it's a scary experience when you don't do it. Like, I was a little nervous, but
I
just clicked on Charlie. Charlie come on in and she takes over.
Yeah.
Charlie say, hi, how you doing? Yeah.
Right.
How you doing?
I love it. Who's Charlie?
Charlie is my alter ego.
I love it.
She's very on purpose.
Okay.
Very out loud.
Okay.
Yes.
I like Charlie.
Yes, me too.
Charlie.
Short for Charlotte.
Good morning, Angel.
For
Charlotte.
Short for Charlotte.
That is awesome. So you know what? When you go through things in life, we think it's about us, but you get through it because you can handle it, but it's for other people.
It's for other people. That is exactly what I'm doing.
Service.
Absolutely. It's service. And the thing is, I always, when my husband passed, I used to be like, Lord, why would you send me through so much in a short period of time?
Right.
You know how they say in sickness and in health? Well, he was sick and he was healthy. In richness and in poor, well, we were sure enough poor for a little while, to the point where I wanted to leave. You know what I'm saying? Till death do us part, my husband is gone.
Right.
Wow.
Especially dealing with sickness, because sickness is, that'll drain you.
It drains you to no end, and you know it's the other person that's actually with the illness, but you actually have sympathy illness. Like, you get sick and you start looking tired and ill yourself. And I say that because I don't mean this any kind of way, but my husband passed away. We had his service. On the day of his service, I was so uncomfortable by everybody saying how great I looked. Oh my God, you look so good. Oh my God, you look so...
Really?
I was
guilty?
really feeling guilty, and my heart was hurting. Like, this isn't appropriate for, tell me in 3 months that I looked really nice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was because, unfortunately, it was a weight lifted off my shoulders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was, and on top of that, there was peace that nobody could understand. That peace that surpasses all understanding. Yeah. And I'm going to say this, because I'm going to go and get spiritual real quick.
Go do it. Do it.
So when he got really sick, and he had stage 4, and the doctor said
he was diagnosed with stage 4.
He was diagnosed with stage 4.
Okay.
So it was
Jesus.
2. It was first 2.
Okay.
Then it went into remission. The doctor did not tell us that we needed to get radiation or chemotherapy or whatever. So we went on our life like normal. I want to say 6 months later, it came back with a vengeance, and it was 4.
Jesus.
And it was 4.
What type of cancer?
It was cancer of the duodenum.
Really?
Yeah, and it was bad. I remember.
Now, what's cancer to do with DM? Because I don't know.
That is
I'm the first one to say it.
That is the whole stomach system.
Right.
The whole.
Oh my
So
goodness.
when he went in, because they were like, we knew what it was. They saw where the polyps were, and when they opened him up, think about a paint splash. Like, you take a brush and you splash the paint. It was little tumors like that all over his stomach, everywhere.
Wow. So he must have been in some serious pain.
He was in serious pain. He did not eat for 2 years. He was on a
2 years.
Yeah, he had a G tube for 2 years, or
Wow.
a J tube, whichever tube it is.
Right.
He had that for 2 years and had not eaten anything by mouth. Like, he would drink, but he had not physically eaten any solid foods.
Right.
Yeah. So on his way out, when the doctor said that there was nothing further that he could do, I fasted.
Words.
I fasted and I prayed, because I needed to know, well, Lord, what am I supposed to do?
Right.
That is when I learned what my purpose was too. So he fasted. I fasted and prayed. When I came off of that fast, it was the end of July, beginning of August, and as clear as day, I could hear the Lord say, "I'm gonna heal him," but on the other side. So I literally had to come to grips, because I do have a relationship with God. No, I don't go to church every Sunday. Sometimes I don't even pick up my Bible, but I have a real relationship with God.
That's what he wants, is a relationship.
Yeah, so literally, I had to change my mindset and start just, at that point, it was almost like, now I love my husband.
Preparing yourself.
Yeah, like now, all of a sudden, everything that I took for granted in that time that I didn't appreciate, I loved.
Right.
I knew I was going to miss. You know what I mean? I knew I was going to miss him giving me a heating pad when I was on my menstruation, and be balled up. He'd come in there with the heating pad, and I mean, it ain't even real heating pad. Like, he'd take a towel,
Yes,
make it hot, okay?
Boil it hot water, put it in the microwave.
Put it in the bag with my tea. You
Uh-huh.
know what I'm saying? And then come in there and look at me.
Little things.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss the little praise and worship he would do. I'd be like, babe, sing me to sleep, and he would sing me his favorite song. Now, he wasn't a singer. Yeah, he wasn't a singer, but he would do it, and I
he was
missed
Luther
it.
to you.
He was something.
Right. How did y'all meet?
I'm retired now, but I used to be part of the black motorcycle set here.
No.
Yeah.
You remember we saw her at the...
Yeah.
We did, but I thought that she was just, you know, a
Visiting.
spectator like I
visiting.
was.
Yeah, no, I actually was a sergeant at arms.
Really?
In True Goddess Social Club, which is a great social club. Anybody who's looking for one, I don't know if they're accepting members, but that is a real
so you
sisterhood.
used to ride?
I didn't ride.
Oh.
Yeah.
She said, yeah.
But I was out. I had just dated this guy that I really liked, and he hurt my heart. And so at that point, I said, everybody can take me out to dinner. That's like, where I am right now in my life. Like, everybody can take me to dinner. I'm open to go out because I'm single and I'm dating. And he was on the motorcycle set, and they called me Honeybee. He asked me what my name was. Yeah, one sweet ass bitch. So,
love it.
I love it.
You honeybee. You honeybee for the rest of the night. Honeybee.
Right. Not Charlie.
Honeybee.
Right.
So,
like sweet
he was
bitches.
like, I see, So, he said, I see you got your stinger out after I said my name. And had asked me for my number, and I gave him my number. And then that was all she wrote. And the funny thing is, he wasn't consistent, so I was leaving him alone.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't have time for this. Like, what? You playing games?
Right.
And when I said that, actually, the thing that got me was when he asked me out on a date, I said, well, we can go to breakfast after church.
Okay.
And he said, okay. And that was the thing that said to me, okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take him serious. And then the first time he came to my house for dinner, and he was able to. Me and my oldest son had gotten into it, and he actually went outside, talked to my son, and came back in the house, and then asked me, "Can I pray over your family?" Girl, I was
really?
Girl, don't do this.
That was finished.
Don't do this.
I was done.
You was like, as soon as we go down to Justice Peace.
I did. I met him in June. He asked me to marry him in December, so I met him in June 2011. He asked me to marry him in December 2011. We got married in July 2012. And listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody knows my husband loved me. Mm-hmm. I was a beast of a wife. I was unhappy. Mm-hmm. And
why were you unhappy?
It was a lot. Like he didn't live up to the expectations that I had built up in my head. You know that thing we do.
Oh, yeah.
You know that thing we do.
Yeah.
And
he didn't even know it.
He knew it because I vocalized it.
But I mean, but he didn't know that. He didn't know
that I had.
Right.
But at first it was just a conversation because he was an entrepreneur, but he was also a giver. Okay. Right. He was a giver out of his soul, and so to the detriment of our family. Mm-hmm. So he would give, but it would be taking from our household because I was the breadwinner. He had a business that was going under, and I think this was the first time that I saw him differently. I started paying for the shop, and he didn't understand that it was a toll on me. If I'm taking care of the whole house, and I'm taking care of the shop. I'm covering the everything, all the provisions for you to maintain the shop, which is not cheap.
Right.
It made me resent him.
Yeah.
But then I asked him to close the shop. Let's rethink it. Let's do a business plan. Let's do it over. Let's build a model. This is what you love. Right? And he resented me for that.
Wow.
Yeah, so the thing that he let on both sides. Okay. On both sides. And it's so eye-opening now to look back at it and think about what I would do differently. I would probably love him right through the things that I didn't like, because while we were waiting, I wanted him to get a job. He didn't get a job. He still did work, but it wasn't It wasn't consistent. Mm-hmm. He did, hydraulics and put music in and all that, but it wasn't consistent. And so I really, really resented him for not providing for his family, because that was the structure that I know of.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was the structure. Of course,
what you had lined up and what he had lined up didn't line up.
Did not line up. But then, so I was talking to a man, his friend, who is also a pastor.
Okay.
He said to me, you don't have to knock him down, because he's knocking himself down. Yeah. Because as a man, he wants to provide.
The same thing.
Right.
He won't.
Yeah. Right. And you don't know that. You don't know what you don't know.
Because they don't vocalize
that. Mm-hmm. They don't, we get into it. I'm acting crazy because I was real volatile back then. Like, this woman you see right here is not the woman I was married, that he was married to at all.
He was married to Honeybee.
I don't know who he was married to.
Or was he married to Virginia Woolf?
Honey, let me tell you something. Because she was a hellion.
Virginia Woolf was the hellion.
Yes, and so was I.
Okay.
Like, I am not proud of who I was as his wife then. You know what I'm saying?
But you came from that.
I came from that. It was a lesson learned, and it was also God teaching me that someone can love you unconditionally like I can. With all your flaws, that man still loved me. He could go and talk to his family crazy about me. His brother tells me this. And the moment somebody would open their mouth to say, well, something, he'd be like, no, don't speak on my wife. Like,
that's my wife.
That's my wife still.
I can say it.
I can say it, but you don't.
You can listen.
Yeah, that man loved me. I do have to say, he absolutely loved me, and everybody knew it.
How can the people hear all of this? What do they tune in at to hear this? To get this? And you go live so they can interact with them, right?
Yes, absolutely. I love interacting.
And you have guests also?
I do have guests. I have guests in live, and I have guests video via video. Okay. So you can find me on YouTube as just TALISA Ray, spelled T as in Tom, A, Lisa, R-A-E. Okay, like it's just what it is. TALISA Ray. Also, you can find me on Instagram every morning.
Every morning, she be like, "Good morning,
good morning, good morning, good morning, great morning to you and you,
right,
and especially you."
I listen to her. I'll be watching her live.
John Eric St. James, he said, "The strength of a woman is incredible, and your story is just wow. It's absolutely incredible."
Thank you.
And Kevin said he loved the hair color.
Yes, Kevin,
it's gorgeous. So, what days do they need? Is there specific?
There's not. Here's what they need. This is what they need to do. Let me give you some. Specific directions. Okay.
Right, come on.
Go on over to YouTube. Find me right now. Actually, I have red hair similar to this with a green background, so you'll know exactly who I am. I want you to click subscribe, and after you do that, I want you to hit the notification bell.
Ding the bell.
Right.
You hit that note, and don't say some. Say all.
All.
Okay.
Yeah.
That way, when I upload a video, it'll pop up and it'll alert you. Hey, Talisa Ray just posted a video, and you can come watch. Or when I go live which is on Sundays. That is Sundays. It is WeChat, and it is women empowerment chat. However, all are welcome, because we like to hear what the men have to say. Without your point of view, we get it wrong.
That's true. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's right. That's how we had a men's night like that too.
You can, and then everywhere else says I am Talisa Ray.
I am
Talisa Ray. The one and only Talisa Ray.
Oh, Talisa. Talisa came by and part with us. We are so grateful.
I am too. Y'all don't know how y'all just bless my spirit.
Oh, that's what we try to do. Bless people's spirit.
Yeah, blessing my spirit.
So now we're going to bless all y'all's ears with a little song. Yeah. And then we're going to come back and
we had some songs. Somebody was singing Joe. Was Joe in the studio? I think Joe was in the studio.
Joe was in the studio.
He was.
Joe was in the studio.
Who that is? What Virgo is that?
Her name is Beyonce Giselle Porter Knowles. She's about to be 38.
Ooh, honey, to be young.
Really?
Yes, girl.
To be young.
She about to be 38 years old. Hey, Virgo. But Talisa's birthday tomorrow, though.
What's your favorite zodiac sign? Virgo.
I'm not going to say that.
No.
I'm a Sagittarius, baby. That's the zodiac sign.
Every Virgo know will tell you that Virgos are the sign.
Oh,
okay.
Every Virgo you know will say that.
Every last one of us.
They should. Poor as the frog don't praise his own pond.
I ain't never heard that.
You ain't never heard that? Girl, the old folks say all the time.
I know. Every time you
honey.
say something, I'm like, that has to
Or
come.
the frog don't praise his own pond, honey. It's the truth.
Right.
It's the truth, honey. We back with the flip and rotate. Speaking of frogs, we on the green sofa. We flipping and rotating, honey. We up here on the green sofa. We flip and rotate. We just cleaning our sofa. That's the sofa. So we clean the pillows up.
We getting some change?
Yeah. Did you find something?
And
give
we
it here, though.
Change. Change that you can feel and change that you can see. You understand? So we want some change up in here. Some things need to change. One thing that need to change right now is that might change is Instagram might be changing the way they do likes on the social media outlet. So in Ireland, Italy, Japan, Brazil, Australia, and New Zealand, the likes button, the number of likes are not shown on a post.
Yeah, I read this a while ago, too.
Yes. So they're like, the number of likes are not shown. So when you go to somebody's page, you can like the thing, but it doesn't show you how many likes they have. Because a lot of people equate their validation and self-esteem to the amount of likes they can get.
Absolutely.
I
kind of like that.
They've done some studies. It's kind of outrageous. They've done some studies, and they said for some people it's like a dopamine hit.
Yeah. It is.
Wow.
Ooh, someone like, oh, I got this.
You know what? That's funny because my little 12-year-old, every time somebody follows him, he's like, "Oh my, I got a new follower." And me and my son Royal, so they're royalty in Kingston.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love it.
I couldn't have a royalty and a John, so I had to come up with something.
You had to.
Yeah, and so and we tell him, listen, your worth is not equated to those likes. Like, get yourself together, son.
They think it measures their popularity.
Right.
For some people, it does.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
And they're like, since they've been doing that, most people have in these countries that they've tried it, Instagram tried it in, they're like, people are more now concerned with content than like, because people, the picture content don't mean nothing. People don't care about the picture content. They're like, oh, that's got 3,000 likes, let me like it too. You don't know what they just posted.
No.
They could have said some horrible stuff.
This is the part that's kind of effed up with the study, that they really are like, how is that working? Because it's really not working. If I go to A+'s page, we go to all of his page and we see his content, we're focused on the content of the like, we can still like it, but he can still see how many likes he's getting.
Oh, well, that's who needs that's the validation is
right.
A+.
Thank you. So the study, it doesn't do that. So people are like, well, how is this helping?
Yeah.
How are you trying to? Go ahead.
I think other people kind of watch other people's likes.
They do.
And sometimes they'll look at the likes and look who's liking, stalker purposes. So
yeah.
That's actually probably.
They do.
Probably good.
But Instagram is seeing how it works before they expand it, because they might expand it all the way around. So nobody will see. They'll be which is good. They'll be focused on what you got going on, and you can see how many people like.
That would I know a couple people. I think that would probably limit their posts.
Really?
Probably. Yeah. Some people post a lot. You'd be like, how the fuck are you posting that much? But on your stories is one thing, but on your feed, you'd be like, damn, what I just.
They say the more you post, the more people. That is how the SEOs get you. They start to show you more. The more you post, the more you're going to show up on those searches. That's because I'm a YouTuber that I understand that. Yeah.
Because I do know that now they like when you go live, like how you see we're going live. They're like live before they would like tell people like you're going live. Yeah. Now they only show it to the people who like your stuff the most.
Really?
Yes, girl.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't either, but that's what they started like a couple weeks ago.
I
know. Usually used to be like, hey, to everybody, you live. Now the only people that you notice too that when you go in there, the people you never come across the street, so and so going live, is because you like a lot of their posts.
Oh, so when I see I Am Zoe,
you like a lot of
I like a lot of his stuff.
Algorithm.
I thought it was based too upon notifications though.
No.
That you get the update that this person was going
on.
The
most posts that you engage with, those are the things that are going to pop up the most.
Right.
Well, no, I'm talking about in terms of the live, that person going live. I usually know because I done turned on notifications for you.
That's one thing to notification, but when you are, I'm talking about just like regular, like, cause everybody don't turn on notifications up for people.
No, because I didn't even know that was a thing.
What?
Most people don't. They be like, oh, okay, because they don't have to, because they just used to it coming up.
Right.
But if you don't interact with that page a lot, you ain't gonna know.
That's why my waxologist said she start tapping fast to people's stuff so that they know that they don't like it. Yeah.
She tapping fast,
she's
girl.
Like,
you know, it's a big problem in the USA like we were saying earlier about them disposing kidneys.
People need kidneys.
People need kidneys, but the United States has been disposing of kidneys way too much. They're like, in the United States, 93,000 people need a kidney. And that's very close to home because one of my family members needs one. But they are 3,500 of them are like thrown away.
But did they say why?
For defects?
Well, they do.
Right.
Well, they do biopsies on them. They say that some of the biopsies may be abnormal. They say it's because some of them are like a little bit older, or whatnot. But what they're saying is that the biopsies don't necessarily tell you if the kidney can live for longer, because in other countries like Europe, they only like get rid of like 9% of their kidneys. Here it's like 17%, and they've implemented different programs. Like they've done a score, they've done a that'll tell you, they try to give you like how long it'll last, but they're like that doesn't work. And even since they've been implementing new programs, it's actually gone up 20% more. Because they're like, a lot of it's financial, because when you get like an older kidney, it takes the person longer to heal in the hospital. Okay. And they want
you out in 2 days.
So, but in Europe,
so is that a bad thing though? If they're disposing of faulty kidneys,
they're not necessarily faulty. There is no they're like, because there is nothing that can tell you really definitely how long a kidney's going to last. Because in different countries, they do the thing called old for old. So older people get older kidneys. So they want to give like an older person, like a younger. They do it like that. They don't dispose of it as much.
But that older person might have a good kidney because they ain't smoking and drinking and all,
But when it's an older person, the kidney, they don't want to give it to nobody. It's like it's an older person's kidney. And it really becomes financial, because they're like, now the hospital administrators have now convinced some of the people here, because that's how we do, since we're talking about lights and shit like that, they have it on like a 5-star rating. And if it's not 5-star, they don't want it. So they throw it away. And they're like, people, like 5,000 people a year die waiting for a kidney.
And if you can preserve someone's life even for a little while, that's the thing. That's how I feel. Like, if you can preserve my life for a year, for 2 years, let me have that. Because if that's what God wanted. But then, listen, if you want me to go, I'm going to go too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And the people may have, the person may have had like hypertension or diabetes. Don't mean the kidney fucked up, but if they did, they'll be like, oh, toss the kidney. You can have a healthy kidney, be diabetic.
It's unlikely, but yeah.
I mean, because kidney disease is the same as diabetes.
No, but I mean, it's I know
completely
I'm a diabetic.
Different.
I'm a diabetic.
You are?
Yeah, I am a diabetic. Full blown.
Really? Type 2?
Really?
My cousin's diabetic and she has kidney disease. And she's waiting, and she's on the transplant list.
Yeah,
and the list is like 10 years long.
And if you're not careful, your kidney function will diminish.
Yes, yes. If you're not careful, but yours works.
Mine works.
But
very well.
But as a me, it isn't. But for the organ donors who are diabetic, because there's like type 1 and type 2.
Right.
But even if you're type 2, like you said, doesn't mean your kidney's not functionable. But they'll be like, oh, so and so.
Right.
That's how we are. We're like, it's not pristine.
Yeah.
So people don't. They're like, okay, toss it.
Yeah.
But I mean, would you still want? I don't know. Would that person
want to
take a chance?
I wouldn't want to die.
Maybe they should give them the option. Maybe that should be an option. Do you want to take this old, decrepit kidney?
Right. But because they've done that, and they've widened the range of people they can give it to, and they're still disposing of them. Because of this rating system.
Yeah.
That's the society we live in. Everything's rated.
I don't know. Maybe they're rated. Maybe it's rated for a reason.
And because they just said a financial situation. That's all. They did the studies against finance because of how we view things. And like she was saying, this person may have had been diabetes. Well, is the kidney good? Like, give me the fucking kidney. I don't want to die.
Give me the option.
It's not worth it for me to die. You're going to throw it away before you give me the option to say I want to take it.
But what if you get the kidney and then you still die anyway because you're having a lot of complications?
But if you have kidney disease, you have no kidneys at all, darling, and you can die on dialysis.
No, but what I'm saying is the money. I'm just saying from a different perspective. The money behind it. If we give you this kidney, it's rated for a reason to me. They're throwing it away and disposing of it for a reason. We can't just rush to say, oh, it's just behind money. I don't know enough. I haven't read enough to determine if it is only a money thing and they're truly getting rid of good kidneys, or if it's for a reason and the kidneys are not good. And if you give that person something,
if the kidneys
it would give them complications and they would die and have problems anyway.
Well, if the kidneys are malfunctioning and the kidneys themselves do not work, they're not going to give it to you anyway. Okay. This may be other things you may be dealing with. Like they said, hypertension. This is in a study. Maybe different other things that have nothing to do with your kidney. Because you had that, they're not going to take your organ.
Yeah, but that's for a lot of organs.
It's not associated. It would be something to do hypertension. If it was something with a heart, then yeah, of course you don't want that. But a kidney has nothing to do with hypertension.
I better take my.
But you don't know.
My pink dot off my driver's license.
Take your pink dot off.
Don't be throwing away my kidney.
Because they're like in Europe and like in France and like this, they don't even do biopsies on them, and people are not dying from them. They're not doing it because the biopsy is not going to tell you an exact. The rating system came from something that they did. It has nothing to do with them testing the kidney. The rating system is what they did as far as the person is concerned.
Oh, so they're not even testing the kidney?
No, well, I mean, they don't have to.
I don't know.
So, they're looking, okay, so she was
because the thing about it is that
60 and had hypertension, so we don't want that. That's part of like the rating.
Exactly.
Okay.
So because even when you get a brand new pristine kidney, you can put it on your body and you still have to take and it has to just
right
on your body.
Yeah, you have that.
So it's like all kind of different things anyway. That's where like this, like give the people the kidney. They don't want to die. Give me the kidney. I don't want to die. I'm dealing with what? Okay, give me the option. Okay, I'll take. They had what? No problem. Give me here because 5,000 people a year dying.
And I guess
they throw away that 3,500.
I see it, but I can understand also from the
U.S. has a lot of rules and regulations for everything.
Thank you, because they're stepping in and they're saying they're going to consider eliminating some of the regulations because the government's like they spend $114 billion a year for people who have kidney disease. And supposedly 45 had just revamped something. He just talked about doing revamping.
45.
He did.
45, child.
Yeah. But also, something unfortunate happened in Georgia. A teen is suing Fayette County Board of Education for being expelled. They expelled her for a sexual impropriety after she reported a sexual assault.
They expelled her?
They expelled her. 2017, she was 16 years old. She went to the school and said the boy assaulted her, and he sexually assaulted her and tried to make her have oral sex. This is a boy who has had this complaint against him before. The school put her on in-school suspension. Then they put her on a 10-day suspension outside. They had a little situation. They talked about it. Then they expelled her and offered her to go to alternative school. They didn't say her name or the boy's race, but I'll just say this. I lived in Georgia, and Fayette County is the most racist county in America.
Where's the boy?
In school still. Nothing has been said to him at all, period. Wow. And this is the problem that he's had.
Listen, I want to thank the Lord for not having girls.
Girl. But thank the Lord for the boys you have and telling them what not to do.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Because we just had a story a few episodes ago where there was a girl who jumped off a building.
Right. Sounded similar.
Very similar to the same situation. Mm-hmm. She wasn't expelled, but she wasn't believed.
But right. That's my point. Like, I know that if I was that child's mother, I would probably have a momentary lapse in judgment.
Yeah.
It's just honest.
Yeah.
Even if it happened to my son, my boy, which, people don't look at that the same, which I don't like. But, if
totally,
I would totally have a momentary lapse in judgment. I think throw the whole county away.
Yeah, but she's suing the county. No, she's suing the superintendent. She's suing the entire entire school board.
Absolutely,
she should.
And they say 3 former employees of the school.
She should.
One of the representatives for the Board of Education, for the Fayette County Board of Education, said, "Well, we all give all of our students due process, and we have a very explicit sexual misconduct policy, and we've never heard of this complaint, and we'll answer everything in court proceedings." You never got a complaint from her? Everybody's due process, but y'all expelled this girl, gave her an in-school suspension, out-of-school suspension, and offer her to go to alternative school? I'm just trying to guess what race these children are. You remember some years ago, if you know, I won't tell your age, but some years ago when Oprah did a show when she was like real new, and she went to the she was talking to the Klan and stuff like that. She was in Fayette County. It was Fayette County.
Oh, wow.
We're talking about black people don't come over here. Fayette County is somewhere. One of my girlfriends in the Fayette County when I was in it's not like Atlanta, but I told her I got to go. Nicole, she used to die because she black, and she would be like, girl, before that sunset, I got to go, girl. I got to make it all the way home because it's part of Cobb County and it's illegal to. There's one of the counties like Cobb County. In order to buy a home, you have to be able to get a gun. You have to have a gun when you buy a home.
Oh.
Right? And I think that's the way they kind of weed out people too who got paid over charge because you can't get no
I was gonna say.
But she was be laughing. I was like, I got to go, girl. She be like, they ain't like that. But black people, I said they ain't like that with you because they know you use a color. They know I'm a color. They don't know. I got to get the fuck on. Let me go on this 75, girl. Yeah, because it's like that still. But I don't know. But nothing is. I'm telling them. All I do is tell the truth. You said be transparent.
You see me hold my head down. You see me hold my head down.
Yeah. But you know what? I say it like, because I'm like, but that kind of shit make you wonder like this. My grandmother used to say, you know what? People don't treat your shit like you treat your own shit. They don't treat your shit like you treat yours. And not to even call this girl shit, but you know, if this was your daughter, your child, would you conduct this thing the same way? They would. I doubt that they would.
No, I don't think so either.
I doubt that they would. It's even like with the kidney situation. This was your daughter, your son, your grandmother waiting for you, but like, give her.
Absolutely.
Run it. But yeah, child, I guess we can run a song and come back and talk about our topic. Unless y'all have something to say about it. I mean, like, I know that y'all have children and they're in school and you have a son and a daughter. And I'm just trying to figure out.
I don't have any children.
You don't have no children today? Oh, okay.
It be like that sometimes.
Okay. Well, you have, for this to be your situation for you, like, how does that affect you?
Oh, no, it would be a problem. I would have a momentary lapse in judgment. I would be held up in the Fayette County system.
That's crazy.
My child would go live with her grandmother.
They're like, because they're like, it's not only immoral, but it's illegal to punish her and to
I mean, I
silence her because of what she said.
I hope she wins. I hope that she.
I hope she does too.
She wins her case.
She will.
I hope she does too.
I hope it doesn't have to go to the Supreme Court or nothing.
Right. No, she gonna win.
And these things have come against the same boy before from other people.
Right.
Yeah.
She gonna be paid.
He must be like the. What are they? The quarterback. The American
it kind of it's crazy because it puts you in the mindset of just like boys at that age and their hormones and stuff like that. And it's weird, and here I go and get to my business. I remember one time I was with this dude. Right? And we was doing our little situation, whatever, and he said something very weird to me when we were going to partake in fellatio. He told me, yeah, give me that high school. Why would you
want high school though? Because you didn't know what you was doing in high school.
I wasn't doing none of this shit in high school. But I'm just saying, we were adults. For in the state, I'm like, is that what y'all do? Y'all just, because this is not the first story we've heard about boys trying to. I don't know.
I'm confused. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Y'all know what fellatio is, right? Do I have to spell that out?
Is.
I know what it is.
Sucking dick, Mary.
What?
Mary Poppins. Okay.
But what
y'all got me snorting.
She always trying it. Stop trying it.
Peppa Pig.
How you know about Peppa Pig? You ain't got no children. Mary, get it together. Miss Poppins. But
anyway.
But
I don't get what he said with the high school. That's over my
I didn't
head.
either. But I'm just saying because doing that and because. These boys at this age with these different stories we've talked about before have tried to force girls to give them head. And I'm
so
like,
that's what that means? Give me that high school?
I guess it's a particular kind that you...
What the hell is that?
I don't know. I'm trying
What does that mean, A+? Give me that high school because you snickered or something.
I don't know what that means, but I have an idea of what it means.
Oh, what does it mean?
And I just think it's just it's a level of like passion or like, a level, a certain energy level.
But it has to do with like force a little bit because he was forceful with it, and these boys are being in high school and they're forcing these girls to do this. It's almost kind of like, I know we live in a very rapey culture. We have to understand that.
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
So it's in the Urban Dictionary. That's what it means.
Let's look. Oh,
Man,
we're gonna
look
it up.
for it.
I was
but
like,
when you
that's
said
what it
something
means?
about the whole rapist environment, culture that we live in, it's funny you say that. Not really funny, that's
I know what you mean,
right?
Funny,
yeah, but when I go home, right, on the one way, because I live near the freeway, there's a bunch of transients, right? I live in the hood though, like really, really, really
Come on,
in the hood though. And on this man's van, it says "rapist Bo," like etched in, written all on his his window. Yeah, like they calling him out. And listen, I'm all like, well, yeah, tell the truth. We need to know that he a rapist. Shame him.
Shamed him.
Shame him.
Yeah.
And every time I pass, there it is.
So he's a sexual. They registered him as a sex offender the hood way.
The hood way.
Just mark
now
the
I'm just
shit.
saying that over there are where people are unsavory.
I thought she said, "Give me some high school." Did he say, "Give me some high school"?
Yeah, give me that high school.
Oh, give me that.
Give us a song A+ real quick so we can come back and talk about our topic, knowing our place, because that shit is out of place. Really out of place. But yeah, he said, and I was like, what the fuck does that mean? But tonight's topic is knowing our place, which is different from staying in your place.
Yeah.
Right.
That's different.
It's a different thing.
Because when it came out, I think when I was saying this week, it came out, everybody was looking like, know your place. What you mean? But know your place in this world, like knowing where you are and operating in that. Some of the quotes that were on there when we were on the posting, we had to do with like knowing your place and acting accordingly. So it's just like we know in our place. Like when you know your place, you figure it out and you make it happen. When you know your place, not knowing your place, because we create our own world. We are, and sometimes when we create a world around what we already know about ourselves, not what our potential may be. Okay. So it's like, okay, now it was different from just for myself, like working the 9 to 5 to then going to being a hairstylist to now come on here doing a podcast. Like, who knew that the world changed. My personal world changed. Yeah. Like all of our world, like your world. You talking about your world. Your world change. Your world changes when you're like, okay, I'm being the career you had like with the food and lab like that to now like on a bakery. Like your world is different now. But it could be different in her when you're like, I don't know, how do I fit there?
I was just thinking like, okay, so know your place. What about discovering it? How do you figure it out?
Doing the work. You have to investigate.
What work? What work are people doing? Because people always tell you, they be like, I don't know what my purpose is. Right. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Right. So how do you know your place if you don't know where to start?
I think for myself, do you know? You have an idea? Okay.
Well, I think because I know in college, initially, well, most college students, they have no idea what they want to do.
No, most adults don't either.
Right. But later on, I think you figure out your place. Just certain things are revealed at certain times in your life, and you just have to pay attention to those signs.
Yeah.
It may not necessarily come immediately.
No.
It's in stages, because I know for me, it was through stages of my life to where I'm like, oh, okay. This is my place, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So, because eventually it comes to you. For most of us, I think it comes to us. We may not necessarily always act in our truth.
Come on.
But we know what we're supposed to be doing.
Or an idea.
Right. Or an idea of, what your purpose is where you are, where your place is.
That's funny you said that, because that's something I wrote down too, and I was like, it's not a dynamic situation where it's like just goes off. It's little by little.
Right, it is. Little
by little. If you do it too much at one time, you'll talk yourself out of it. You ain't got to worry about that, because the hardest voice to get rid of is your own.
It's your own.
It is.
And then you have to, and then you concentrate, because you internalize the things and say, oh, you about to do a YouTube channel?
Well, you don't know what you're doing. How you gonna do that?
How you gonna go out there and
with
do
my
that?
laptop? I'm gonna just do it.
Right.
Like Nike said, just
somebody is gonna tell me I'm doing something wrong. Give me some feedback.
But I think some of the positive innate qualities that we have inside of us are indicators about what our place is supposed to be, or give us an idea of which direction we should be traveling in. Because you have some things that you are, that's a positive. Not if you just got a person who just have a nasty ass or like cussing people out all the time. That's not a positive
They got something wrong with them in the inside. So
right. But the positive innate things you were just doing, things you just do anyway, the ways that you just are.
Yeah.
I think that's for myself. I mean, for myself, I like to think that I'm a person who likes to encourage people.
I was gonna say me too. I'm an encourager, an uplifter, a supporter.
In everything. Innately. Even when we in recycling, because I be like, come on, girl.
I can't do this.
I be like, shit, girl, we be dancing. I ain't got to
I'm too old for this.
You got it, girl. She too old. I be like,
I'm old enough to be these people's mamas.
She do be saying this shit. Girl, I'm old. I be like, you better come in with me and show these young bitches how we do it. Yeah, I be like, you gonna show these young bitches how we do it. Come on, up in front. I be like, come up in front. Shit, you got to. But you got, and I do not believe in myself to being loyal. I'm a hell of high water. You know what I'm saying? Hell of high water, no boat, no canoe, no swim trunks, in the middle of the goddamn ocean around sharks and piranhas. I'm not gonna but come on, let's go, run it. That's how you do. But and you turn that into something else.
You do.
Because you then you start noticing how you know, this right here is going, oh, it's a brush. Now I got to be like, you know what, this brush could make me some money. For me, when I put it in my hand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm like, okay, now you're doing hair. Okay. I used to always go to the Bronner Brothers hair show. In Atlanta, real big thing, go to the TV show. But then I was like, as you start getting into it, operate as a common knowledge, like, bitch, you gotta go take some of them classes. Get some, you know, learn about your industry.
Yeah, you gotta learn your craft.
Keep learning.
Consistently,
constantly. So you can't look at it no differently.
Yeah.
You know, you come in there like, you know, somebody said, girl, you got a flat iron, not one that you could use, because I make money with that flat iron.
Right.
So just like, you know, you take a, you know, this phone right here for me, like, well, I can keep in contact with somebody, but you can take this phone and be like, I can make $1 million with that phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could take a whole recipe and feed my family, but you like, I can feed my family. And when I say feed, their bellies is full. When she say feed, she mean their college is paid for.
Yeah.
Feeding the family. You know what I'm saying? So we get outside of.
Make it plain.
Yes, girl. You know how they tell you what is in church. If you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day.
Right.
If you teach a man how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime.
Yeah.
But you got to go past that to show that motherfucker how to own the pond.
Oh,
let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do all that. You know, you take
how to breed the fish.
You own the whole entire pond, so all the fish are mine. Now you paying me to come in here and fish.
Yes, indeed.
That's like you taking that and you going like, and like she said, in stages.
Yeah.
You know, into next levels, and not being afraid to say, you know what, let me try this way.
Right.
Let me think outside of myself, because you operate differently when you know who you are and you get glimpses of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It takes some of us though a long time to really figure out who we are.
Right.
It takes some of us a long time. I'm speaking from experience. Like, I'm known as the pop-off queen, right? I'm pop off and curse you out.
You?
Yeah, I know.
She said you?
Yes. But not anymore.
You know what? You know, I agree
I have
with
it
that.
in me. I have it in me, and we'll go
I think we all
off.
do.
No.
Oh.
Right.
No. Not like this. Like, you know what I mean? It was my own whatever that would cause me to be that way. And so I look at it as not knowing myself. And then really, when I got older is when it happened. You know what I mean? Like, once he passed, I really had to really sit and take an inward look. That's what I learned.
But you know what? I think that you know that even if you use popping off, you just didn't know how to use it.
Maybe you're right.
Because that popping off ain't no bad. Because you can look at pop off, I'm going off on somebody, but that popping off is like, you know what? Let me turn that into just being witty.
Yeah,
quick.
Well, rational and insightful. Let me
help
you get.
But quick, because some people need help in a hurry.
Right.
They do, but I need to help you right now. I can't think about this one. Wait, I'm going to pray as I speak. I'm going to talk to you and Lord at the same time, because I got to come quick. But that's what you turn that into, and that's a gift. That happy birthday is for you. That happy birthday is for you.
Yes, I feel it in my soul.
Any other thoughts about knowing your place, Miss Granger down there? I want to say Granger, but she didn't say that today.
Can.
I can?
Yeah, you can say Granger.
Okay.
Well, I also think in knowing your place, I mean, we were positive, but also sometimes we need to know our place in certain relationships.
Okay.
Because I know specifically for me, it was a situation where I was unclear on something. Well, maybe I didn't want to see what it was, but it was plainly stated what my place was. And sometimes you just have to accept that at that moment. Know your place.
Take them blinders off.
Right.
Take them blinders off.
Well, that's it. But you know what? When you say know your place, a place signifies a location. So knowing your place also means that you have to also change your environment.
Right.
Sometimes you got to change people you
the
around,
people you associate
change
with,
the way you talk,
the way you walk, the way you look, the whole night. That's, you know what makes me think about when you're in church and then you know they say the longer you're there, you know how people want to change you, God's gonna change you on your own. You automatically know your place. You start, gravitating to. Yes, thank you for that.
You do.
So it's the same concept.
Even how they say when you want to be successful in school, sit at the front of the classroom.
Absolutely.
That's a different place and environment because that's going to determine how successful you are.
It is.
And when you come into and being seen by the teacher and staying out of foolishness sometimes. Because sometimes in the back of the class, foolishness goes.
Oh,
my
always.
Just clicked in. I didn't.
It's okay.
I didn't tune you out because I'm
But it is a conversion. It's definitely conversion, and the conversion is, we look at it as a condemnation, and it's not. It's just a conversion. It's not meant to condemn. It's meant to take you to another level.
Absolutely.
Of who you are. Mm-hmm. And then when you are, you have to be differently when you are in the car and you're sitting in the driver's seat versus sitting in the passenger, or even in the back seat,
right?
Or even in the trunk.
In the discovery process, you do need to be honest with yourself too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You do have to really be honest with yourself, because some stuff you think you know is your place ain't your place.
Yeah. All the ideas you had about what you're doing next are different.
Get from over there.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get from out of here. That's what we're going to get from right now, child, because it's time to G.O. go.
All right.
TALISA Ray. So fast. It's so fast, and that one they cut us the hell off. Yeah. TALISA, how they can find you again, boo? Give me information.
On YouTube at TALISA Ray. Actually, any platform, if you put in TALISA Ray, I will come up with red hair, some form of red hair.
Yeah.
TALISA, TALISA, Ray, RAE. You can find me.
You
can Google me, okay? Google me.
Google me. Girl, thank you so much for TALISA Ray. Not Issa Rae, not Lisa Ray, but TALISA Ray. I'm going to say every time I see you now.
Yes.
Thank you so much, friends, for joining us this week. We really appreciate you for coming in every single Tuesday with us, 8 to 10 Pacific time. Thank you, A+, so much for being here. Thank you, Cheesecake de Granger, honey. www.cheesecakedegranger. Over 65 flavors. Online bakery delivering in the U.S. So saying just airing and shipping abroad for a nominal fee. Did that sound good? You like that? Next week, Mona Rice is going to be on here. And she is the acclaimed author, Mona Rice. And next week's topic is going to be about the cost it takes to be you.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
That's a sermon. Amen.
That's gonna be good.
What we gonna do now?
We're leaving, I think. I think we're leaving.
Plop out.